Does it look like it's coming at you? It looks the same.
This film was very important to me because Antonio, the person who died, was a very close friend of my father. And in some sense, to make this film and be close to the family was also important for the process, to process the death of Antonio, and a way to be close to my father and the other family. To build the intimacy on this film was very important, and it started because I knew the family for many years ago, and they were very close friends of my father. And I knew Jorge and Rosario and all the family members, so there was a trust between us. And also because when you shoot in a language that you don't understand, this movie is spoken in Nahuatl, that is the original language from the Nahuas in Mexico, and I don't understand and I don't speak Nahuatl. So they had an ambience of intimacy, even if I was there, because I didn't understand nothing. So that helps to build this atmosphere. And I think that the most important part is because they trust in me, and they let me go in with the family, and we spent the time together, and I was as another family member, and that was very important for the film, I think. Also to build the intimacy with the family, but talking silence the camera. It's when you are shooting a sequence and you don't understand what the people is talking about, you have the time to think where's your next camera movement. So I was shooting, and after some minutes I thought that, well, I have to move the camera. And I was looking at the situation, the light, and the emotional moment to decide which is my next camera position. So it helps to build like a fluid sequence, and I have the opportunity to handle the camera language also in the sequences. Well, actually, Jorge and Rosario, that are some of the main characters, were presenting the film in our first screening. And for Rosario was very important because on the film she has, the family is discussing about an abortion because she's pregnant. So on her town, this is like some very complicated and moral conflict because it's not permitted. But in Mexico City, the abortion is legal. So on her town, he was like ashamed, and she wasn't morally good, and was a conflict on her decision. But when we shown the film in Mexico City, some persons of the audience told her that was very brave of her to take that decision and on that conditions, and her understanding of the action changed for her because there was a translation in between to do something that is morally unacceptable, to be brave and take a hard decision. So for her it was important to understand that there is another point of view about the abortion, and in some sense in this context was okay, and on her beginning context was not good morally. For Jorge, this first screening was okay, and he was very happy, and he was proud because his work started to be shown for other persons. He was very worried about the rights on his community. And with the film, and when he started to talk with the people about the issues of the film, he discovered that the documentary, it's a tool to talk about important things. So he was very happy that he can share with other persons things that are complicated to explain just talking. So for he was good. He was very happy on the screening and talking a lot with the people.
Does it look